Ladies and gentlemen, this is D'Angelo, aka Darth Max from the Geek Life, here at Phoenix Comic Fest, and I am with Michael Jackson, aka Lokitwin and Acey McLacey. How are you two fine gentlemen doing today?
I'm doing great, thanks.
Pretty groovy myself.
Right on, right on. So how's the convention weekend been for you so far?
It's been pretty spectacular. A lot of Michael Jackson the entire day. It's good.
Nice.
I like it.
There are many imitators, but never duplicators, right?
Yeah.
Well, we duplicated it pretty successfully.
Yeah.
They're called posers.
There you go. Exactly. So these two fine, beautiful, handsome men, very talented, are super awesome at what they do as far as cosplay goes. So I want to actually ask, what's your origin story? Starting with Lokitwin.
Everyone told me that I looked like Loki.
Yeah.
And so I decided to dress like Loki at a Comic-Con. And then I met the Arizona Avengers. They basically kidnapped me, and they trained me how to not blink during photos, and the rest is history.
Right on.
So my female counterpart, Mucho Mania, gonna do a little name drop right there. No big deal.
Name drop.
She basically got me into it, and I was gonna start with some Spider-Man costume, and then that was like really hard. This was way before like dye subs, so I went with the character that I had the same hair as, and I did Bishop, and then everyone just knows me as Bishop, and that's that.
Right on. I know you as Michael Jackson.
Oh yeah, it's better. I've evolved. This is the next stage.
It's true. So,
Shame on.
Growing up, what has been one of the biggest geeky influences that has been impacted your life? Is it comic books, or would you say it's novels, or video games, or anything like that?
For me, it's video games, because that's like a lot of the like comic book characters I became familiar with. I started playing Marvel vs. Capcom, so very just general, like, oh, I like this fighting game. Who are these characters? And then just kind of went from there.
Okay, that's pretty cool. So, like, video games was your gateway drug into like comic books and all that?
Yeah, kind of, like, so, and it's also just to the whole like culture behind video games. So like Metal Gear is one of my favorite games, so I want to do a lot of costumes from that in the future. So.
Okay.
I'd say video games as well, at least for Marvel. The 1999 Spider-Man video game on the PS1. I love that one. Because of that, I started reading the comics, and that kind of got me into that broader thing. And then I also really like Star Trek, so that side of things.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Just a little bit here and there, picking up geeky stuff.
And out of the years you've done cosplay, what has been one of your favorite moments? Whether it was like a very small moment in the beginning that like didn't mean anything to anyone else, but for you it like really mattered, or some actual big accomplishment that really meant a lot to you.
I just like it when like people I don't really know are like, hey, you're that Bishop guy. So mine's very generic because like Bishop's not like super popular. Yeah. But then to have like just the random people like either be really impressed with it, or people that have seen me before just be like, oh, Bishop, where's your Bishop at? It's like, oh yeah, I like Bishop too. That's why I costume it.
Yeah.
So that's what I like.
Cosplaying with my brother, identical twin. That definitely.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Dude, that's sick.
Yeah. Lokitwin. It all makes sense now, huh? Put that in your decoder rings at home, kids.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Just the response, because people think twins are cool anyways, and so then adding the cosplay aspect to it, I think it was a very nice synergy, and just seeing the way people freaked out at that was like, it was very exhilarating, and there's nothing really else like it.
Nice. That's super cool. And on the opposite token, what has been one of your more disappointing or frustrating moments with the hobby or fandom of cosplay? Is it something where like a suit that you really thought was going to work out just like ended up falling to pieces, or what else? Yeah, or anything else?
For me, the very first time I did Magneto, I like completely finished the costume, got the helmet painted. I tried it on without a wig cap, and it fit. But then when I put the wig cap on at the very end of making the costume, it didn't fit. So